Did you see that? Did you see that door open by itself? Did you see that? The door?
Yeah.
The
Uh-huh.
door opened. There's no one there. The door just opened.
His name is John C.
Hola.
Hi, hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Well, hey there. I am a
Okay.
little bit sick.
Are you?
Yeah, last night I had a terrible night. I had a super strong fever. Um, Also, uh, chills.
Mhm.
Was a nightmare. Was a nightmare. Couldn't sleep well. So yeah, terrible. Yeah.
What are you doing now? Shouldn't you be resting?
I woke up feeling better. I'm about to see a doctor just to check it out. Something, if I'm completely okay. I did the COVID test and
Yeah.
it was negative. I don't have
Mhm.
COVID. Probably it was a flu. Like, I don't know, a regular flu, but ooh man, was
They're not
terrible.
fun.
Yeah, my body was completely like aching, especially the back. Like
Mhm. Mhm.
the low the lower
Yeah.
part.
Yeah.
Lower part.
Yeah. I think it's kind of funny you're saying that because I also took a COVID test yesterday because I felt horrible. But it was like my throat. My throat hurt really bad. And I didn't have a fever or anything. My throat just hurt and my head hurt. And I was like, this is weird. But I don't have fever. So good for us.
Yeah, I thought for a moment like to last night to send you a message like asking you for help. Your medical assistance,
Oh,
but I
God.
couldn't. But I couldn't even like hold my phone. My body was so like weak, weak, and
Dear God, Jorelson, you're in bad shape. I'm sorry, it's not funny. I'm sorry you're
yeah,
not feeling well. But if you'd asked me, I think all doctors give the same opinion. They all give the same advice. And they're literally just like, drink fluids and rest. They all say the same thing. So I probably would have said that to you. I don't know. Unless you have some grave illness that you don't know about. We all say the
and
same
then
thing.
the freaking fever. Like take a rest and get it. What amazing you would provide me.
Did you see that? Did you see that door open by itself? Did you see that? The door?
Yeah.
The
Uh
door opened.
huh.
There's no one there. The door just opened.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something about this house that I live in. When the house was purchased last year, it was purchased in August, and the woman who lived here before, she was this very old Italian woman, and she passed away in the house. So she died in the house. And so she was a nice lady, but she died in the other bedroom. And so the house was purchased, obviously, it was fine, whatever. But we have some weird stuff happen like that in this house. Stuff moves, things happen. And it's Felicia. And I'm like, okay, I swear to God, Felicia is haunting us. She's pissed that we're in her house. Weird.
Do you really believe that in supernatural things?
I do, but I don't believe that they do stuff like that. I believe it's a much deeper thing. I think that there are, I don't even know how to explain it. I do believe, I wouldn't even call it supernatural necessarily. I would call it spiritual. But I do believe in spiritual stuff, but I don't believe that they just walk around your house and fuck with you.
What about the possessions, like a spirit possess your body?
I think I don't know if I believe that in like a literal way. Like I don't know if I literally believe that that happens. But I think that I don't know, Joelson. That's a tricky question. I don't even know how to answer. I don't think that happens actually or literally, but I think that some people definitely have some stuff going on inside them in their head or in their heart or whatever that is
Well,
not.
I had a experience about that. I mean, have you ever heard about the this religion called Candomblé?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, it's a a religion pretty much pretty popular in certain countries in
Joelson,
Africa,
you're making me sad.
in Africa. And here in Brazil got so popular when the Portuguese brought the Africans to work here as a slave.
Mhm.
And yeah, I went to a party, uh, with there were a lot of followers of this religion, and they were offering like this typical food which I love it. It's called caruru. It's made of uh, okra, right?
Oh yeah, I love okra.
Yeah. And just out of the blue, this girl, which was an aunt of my friend, she got possessed by this spirit, and but it was a child spirit, which was demanding like some, you know, how do you call that? These sweet things
Like candy? I don't know.
like candy. Yeah, yeah, candy. And it was funny because she changed like her behavior as well as her voice was like I was like I got because I'm a little bit skeptical about those things,
Mm-hmm.
but in that moment I was totally like aware of this kind of spirit, like
And
why
you think that's what it was? You think that was it?
well, I mean, I don't know if she was that good actor, but was so real, like it was something
Yeah.
so real, like her her behavior, like as well as all of those, characteristics of a kid just
Yeah.
completely took over control of
Yeah.
her body. It was like, oh my god, was like a totally different person, like, and woo, I was, yeah. I mean, that was my craziest
Kind of crazy.
supernatural experience.
Yeah, it's kind of freaky. I I don't know if that happened. I wouldn't think she was acting necessarily, but I would be worried that she had something going on
Yeah,
out here.
you can check it out. Let me write that down here for you. You can check it out later. Condom Black, and you're gonna see a lot of
Mhm.
stuff about
Yeah,
that.
very true, actually. I
Condom
had
Black. Yeah.
never heard of that in my life. I'll definitely look it up. I had a I don't even think this was like a supernatural like experience. But at the time I did, but now it's been years and I just think it was somebody messing with us. But I was I was very lucky and got to go on a vacation with a family who was very wealthy, and they rented a whole island for themselves. So it was only me and 3 other people on this island only. And it was beautiful. There was a resort. We had a private boat to bring us back and forth from the island to the main land in Florida. And like explore the island, whatever. And then every morning the boat would bring us breakfast and bring to our door. So nice. It was so much fun. But Key West in Florida, you can look it up. And then the island where we were staying on is called the Sunset Key. And this is known as like the #1 most haunted place in the US, like where the craziest stuff has supposedly happened to a ton of people. So we didn't take it seriously or anything. We don't really believe in that. But me and my friend at the time, we were laying on the beach at like 1 a.m., midnight, really, really late. We were just laying on the beach. And we're on an island alone. Like, no one can get out to the island. It's several miles away from another island. And it's very small. You can see around the whole island just looking. I mean, it's so small. So we're laying on the beach and we look, and there's a man in the water, like right on the shore. And he comes out of the water and he's looking at us. And he's wearing full clothes, like a long sleeve shirt, pants, and his shirt is like ripped open. And he was just like wet and looked weird. Anyways, and he's just staring at us, standing on the shore. And we were like, what the heck? How is there a person out here? What is he doing out here? So we're looking at him and he starts running towards us. So we start freaking out. We're screaming. We're losing our minds, and we get up and we start running, and we run back to our room, back to the resort where we were staying. And we went inside and we were crying, we were screaming, we were like, there's someone on the island, whatever. So we called someone out to the island, and they searched the whole island, and there was no one there. There was no one on the island.
What?
So there was nobody there. And you can't swim. That's what's crazy. Like, first of all, sharks. But also, we're miles away from the main island. And so we had law enforcement come to the island. We had some supervisors of the property come to the island, and there was nobody there. And it was horrifying. It was horrifying. At the time, I was like, oh my God, we just saw a ghost. But now I'm like, okay, it had to be a person just pulling an elaborate, I don't know.
How old were you in that time?
I was 18. 17 or 18. I think I was 18.
Okay. Were you drinking some alcohol?
No, and that's another thing. That's a lot of people were asking us that, because at this time in my life, I partook in substances this time in my life. So but we didn't, because we were traveling. We didn't take anything with us on the plane, or we didn't have anything with us. And so people were like, were you smoking? Like, were you smoking at the time? And we were like, no, we were 100% sober. This still happened. It was freaking insane, dude. And to this day, I don't know what happened. Nobody knows, but it was probably just a person.
Have you ever heard about the La Llorona? It's a Mexican kind of ghost. You gotta check it out. You gotta check it out on YouTube. There are a lot of people, providing their stories about these spirits. That's so freaking crazy, man.
There
La Llorona.
Yeah, there was just a movie put out about this, La Llorona.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just a movie. I didn't watch the movie, but I remember when you said it, I thought of the movie title. I remember. I'll have to look it up. I didn't know it was based on a...
Yeah, check it out, Candomblé. You're gonna see a lot of interesting thing about that, and check it out on YouTube. Things about La Llorona, I don't know. And
Charleston, go see a freaking doctor. Oh my god.
I will, but I'm okay right now, and hopefully I'll be totally
You'll be
okay
fine.
at the end of the day.
You're gonna be fine. All right. Love you,
Thank you,
mean it.
darling.
Bye.
An amazing day.